listening to the Key Witness Media Podcast with Kurt Maggs. Kurt Maggs Radio.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Kurt Maggs Radio Show, also the Key Witness Media Podcast. How's everybody doing today? We're back in the building. First off, I want to let everybody know this is 2019. This is the first show of the year. I meant to do a show back here in December. For some reason, I didn't get around to it. I got kind of busy. Matter of fact, I've been busy for the past 3 or 4 months, making some adjustments, moved to a different city, had to enroll my son in a different school and everything else, and just making sure that he can get used to what's going on with their curriculum from what the curriculum that he was used to. Had to make some adjustments. Still dealing with my own mission of going to college and completing it. Look like I got a couple of more months to go, and I will be completely finished. And unless I decide to try to get a master's, but it won't be it won't be no time soon with that, unless something miraculous happens. It's a lot of things going on in the world today. You know, you got the situation with the government shutdown finally being over. That's a done deal. I don't know what to say about that. You know, when people take a job and to me, when it's tied up with the government, you're taking a big risk of not making any money if they decide to have a disagreement. And if you're going to work a federal job, or I'll even say a state or even a city job, you really need to think about if there's a chance if the person that's in office is no longer there, will they put in a new administration? Will they make changes? Will they make cuts? I think everybody should probably save money just in case of something happening, so we won't have a crisis and you won't have a crisis in your life. My suggestion is to listen to a guy named Dave Ramsey. He has some pretty good tips. There's a couple of things I don't agree with him on, but as far as savings and things like that, I think you should listen to a guy like Dave Ramsey to help you get yourself in financial order, in a financial position that you don't even have to stress about. Hey, is this guy or this woman going to shut down office if they're not getting their way, or people don't agree with certain things? We need to get that straightened out, because there were too many people struggling, and it was only a couple of checks. And if you're missing a couple of checks and you're in a bad situation, there's something wrong. And don't get me wrong, I know exactly how that feels, and I know what you're talking about. But we shouldn't be in a situation where if we miss a couple of checks, our lives are almost in shambles. So, salute to all the ones who are able to go back to work now. Salute to them. Been praying for you. Well, I don't want to take up too much more time. Hopefully every week I'll drop a show and stay consistent. You know, when I decided to go back and start doing the show 2 weeks ago, I noticed that some of the programs that I was using were outdated. One of the main programs that I was using to produce these shows was an app called BossJock. When I went to go set up my BossJock, I noticed that it was no longer in service. I could not. I'm like, wow, what am I going to do now? But they came back with a whole different app that helps me to produce this show, and I'm trying to remember the name of the app, and right now it's leaving me. Hopefully when I come back the next show, I can tell you the name of the app that I use to produce these shows. But for right now, it seems like it's going okay. This is my first time actually using it to produce this show. So hopefully I can get my thing going on with that. And stay tuned. Let's get ready for 2019 to turn up. I think a lot of blessings are coming our way. A lot of doors are going to become open. And man, I think this is going to be one of the greatest years in a long time for me and for you. Peace and God bless. We out of here.
You're now listening to the Key Witness Media Podcast with Kurt Maggs.